Alright, it's another video from the Voice Shorts Club. We got Myth, we got Kaichou over there.
Logan, guys.
Alright, so thankfully we avoid getting swept, and this time around I'm bringing back the 8 books. See if I can get a win in with this one, and then Kaichou still has to play the Gate 8 and Pants deck that he played earlier, so gonna have it and get right into it. So, kind of to reiterate some of the things about how book got supported, there's a lot of like it's a super consistent deck in terms of getting to the late game. Like there should be no reason that you never at the very least go for a double combo with this book deck, but I guess kind of the big thing about this deck is more about trying to get there without falling behind is the more important part. Whereas Kaichou's kind of playing a more Gara style of Data Live, where you're kind of trying to play for the good value, try and have a good compression, good mid game, where you're trying to not take too much damage, but you know, making good tempo plays as it comes down the line. So you do open up with a 3/5 Brainstormer, which is a little bit sus. Thankfully, Data Live 2 has come up with a perfect solution to all your big card needs, which is...
Yup, which is an insta 4 of in any deck that plays blue.
Okay, maybe not 4 of, but, you know, you gotta have enough of them to see them.
Yeah.
I only play one copy, and I top checked it just now, so you know, hashtag get that out of here.
$1 doubler.
Yeah. I choose to take the 2 here because I have a Ricky in my hand. So in case you do leave me stuck, I can choose to either use Origami to get me there, or I can accelerate myself through other ways. But, you know, for now, oh, you do double cancel off the top up, so it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah. I mean, definitely early game, you always want to take the +1 with Origami. Card is just... It's pretty free to damage early game. Low diff, it's like you're playing the 0/0 could be that clocks 2 and you later, you know? It's like...
It's a better death stance in a way because you guarantee break a card in any lane.
And you get it back too.
So this is where you get a good swing 3 pass, complete with a clean cut.
Retry lane here, then the double canceled, and you clock 2. So I just push damage. Nothing too much to think about it.
Yeah, I'm playing down a lot of damage, so at this point you're just capitalizing where you can. Thankfully, I do cancel over there with red and blue ready to go, so my entire game plan is unlocked right now. Now that we've exited level 0, Origami doesn't do anything, so she's good clock fodder. Play down Tokas. I think I have a support that I have to play in the front row because I don't have playables in my hand again. Yeah, this deck, unfortunately, I randomly have like 5 bajillion books in my hand for some random reason, and I'm kind of not sure what I'm supposed to do there, but that's neither here nor there. I just go for a swing 3 pass from here.
Still canceling with 3 pants, unfortunately.
You know.
And a door. Like, it's just...
Yeah, this is where things are getting...
cheesed. Because I don't play Rikis. Or actually, no, I do, that's a lie. But I don't think in this list I play the Rikis.
I shouldn't have looked at the 5th card, but
Check 5 is a bait. But yeah, so here this turn I did like 10 misplays, unfortunately. So the Toka combo here is she's 4k base, she gains 2k of 2 more others, she gains 500 from combo. So she's 6'5" or 7K right now because the 1-0 assist also gets global 5. Uh, but I do a bomb deck bomb that gets rid of the origami, which makes her go down to 5K. So here I just play drop surge. Since I have a 4K, I can drop surge pump to 5K, so then I can tie. What I should have done here is I should have drop surge for another drops or another 4K beater, so I can kill the token in the middle also. But I wasn't able to kill the token in the middle, which is a little
Oh.
tragic.
Oh, that explains why it lived through all of this.
Yeah, there was a lot of unfortunate game 4 cheese, you know.
I mean, to be fair, this game did kind of go a little bit out the window the moment I ripped out the origami. So, uh,
Yep,
you know, sometimes the game kind of devolves in that state. So you do get to tie in
I
that
tie
Toka lane.
here. I bomb deck the origami here, and then I just side the middle here because I can't kill it with anything in my hand.
Yep. So just go ahead and go in.
Which is unfortunate because I cancel like 4 times. I'm at like 5-6, so these two open lanes are gonna be a little dangerous.
Yeah. Um. So one key thing about the Toka living is that it allows me to play the rest of the game without ever having to worry about a book in my stock because every time I trigger a book with that Toka, I can pay one and salvage a character, which basically turns my books into gates. Pretty key stuff. And it means that I play the entire game and you'll never see a book enter my stock, which is like guaranteed. I do have to pay 3 here in order to capitalize on the 2 open lanes because I have the the climax pitch salvage, which gets me another Toka, so then I would be able to swing with two a double combo here, which is pretty good value considering that I got pretty spaghetti in the early game. Um, I get to utilize the Toka Brainstorm to pump power, so then I can say if Toka every turn, assuming that I have a backup, because it becomes uh, 8K, 10K.
Yep.
So
Cancel again, which is
getting
a kind of keck W.
getting some value off your cancels, which
Yeah, the last few remaining climaxes. Which also means I'm swinging 1-1-1 next turn, but there's an empty lane, so it's not the worst.
yeah.
Oh, yep, there's the last climax.
And then this is where I just run through my deck trying to figure out what cards I want. I grab this Kitami, just save it for late game because that card theoretically becomes any card that I'd prefer. And then I grab the other Kitami because that's a playable, that's a pretty solid flex option. Um, so here, because you have a gate or a pants in your hand, or is it just
Uh,
well? Okay,
oh,
maybe.
this is where we spaghetti my brain because that's not a top checker. That's the bottom deck bomber, but we don't talk about it. They look the same. Yeah, so I just
Hit
brainstorm
two.
here. Yeah, the last two because I didn't draw the climax from my clock draw too.
Oh, okay. So
Yes, I think those are the last two remaining climaxes. So,
at this point, you're
uh,
just swinging 3 and rolling with it.
yeah, I think at this point we're just coming into the compression game.
Yep.
If I do remember correctly. No, that's the top checker.
Ah,
I have 4 in deck, so 3 swings and a marker means I go to next deck. Pretty solid. Or actually, yeah, I think I know.
and then you just get a clean cut out, so that way.
Yeah, get a card. I get it for red because unfortunately I don't have red. My 2-1 Adachi's to red for now. I just clock target for the future.
Yep. So you just go ahead and get your value now, while you still can. Um, it's a little
Yeah,
bit awkward here because the only way I can capitalize is by just ripping book every turn, and then
Yep.
capitalizing, but that requires me to just actually keep ripping them, which doesn't always necessarily go hand in hand with each other. So I don't think. Uh, I think I'd go to level 2 here, despite the fact that you basically swing 3 chumps. You do get to bomb
Yeah.
the Toka though, so.
Yeah, so me marking the Shido clock swap there was a little unfortunate because I had a bomb in hand, which means I could have
Oh,
gotten rid of one
Denali
of your cars.
Sports, yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe I could have killed the other one. There was a plan there. I think. Uh, yeah, I don't know. This game was spaghetti, but
I,
we just went for this the swing three.
yep. So there's a Climax Swapper. Could have been a nice card to have added in place of the 3-2 Kudami had I seen it, because then it continues to just give me more flex options. But, taking 3 damage. Uh, level. Let's see, so then directing for 3. I think I take this as well. So this is where now I'm just eating like damage,
Yeah,
which is a little bit scary. Um,
yeah. Do note that this Canoe Bomb also has on death mill three. But obviously we're not trying to mill a new deck here.
a little bit
Pretty cool
sus.
card. Yeah, could be with the dual effects, maybe triple effects sometimes on attack. The one you're playing.
Yep. They're pretty solid stuff. They're definitely good sleeper commons because they do give you so much like un, unexpected utility. So I
Yeah,
see the Toka book off the top here, which is why I top check and then I uh, cowgirl it and then brainstorm. I hit 1 in here, so just kind of continuing to figure out what's still in my deck and then just kind of sculpting around what I can. Drop the 3-2 well the way I have it because considering I just ate 4 damage, things are not looking good.
yeah. I also have four cards in hand, but yeah. At this point, I'm just trying to do damage because I don't know much I can do here.
Yeah.
Since the damage race is something that matters in this game.
Yep. So this is where one good thing is that this is where you get to see the value of the Toka utility, where now every book that I trigger is a draw one, and then I also get a gate.
Yeah, it was
So
a good trigger.
getting the I thought about getting the 2K counter just to ensure that Toka lives, and I decided that's a pretty solid option here. You do take some chip. I kind of real forget that we're both playing like I wouldn't say we're both behind, but it's like we kind of I kind of forgot where you were at in damage. So I was just like,
Yeah, I take the 7 though. I should have milled 3, I guess. But yeah, take the 4. Give something a little closer here.
kind of
Uh,
stabilizing a little bit.
yeah, my second bomb is also on clock. I don't have salvage besides drop salvage.
Yep.
That is the one thing about playing Search Brainstorm.
And then
So,
unfortunately, I revealed 2 books off the top, and I'm just like, wait a minute.
yep, mill combos, man.
Yeah, a little bit scary there. But I do have 7 cards in hand, thankfully, so I do have ways to make plays
I want to stock. Yep.
if things go wrong.
Yeah, I don't clock here because theoretically I should have brainstorm. Only hit 1 here, which is fine. Okay, now I have to find a way to kill your big cards, and the best way to kill is with an early play.
Good old classic.
Yep.
And then I think I believe here you just play down like a combo here because this is what
Yeah,
you
I play a
climax.
combo, climax swapper. The one thing about Dao is that you don't have we don't have a 2-1 that gets big free. So the ones we have are the ones that like attack last against huge with Encore. That's the one thing I was looking for. We didn't have, unfortunately.
Hmm.
So that would have been pretty good here in the mid game. But early play is like the next thing.
And then I think you just slap down the pants, get your +1. You also break the board,
Yep.
and you bounce one of the tokas to buff the origami, which I thought was a little bit interesting because um, because I'm so close to level 3, it seems kind of like the next time I break over the origami is either with the toka combo, which the only reason why that happens is if I triple cancel, which we both know is probably not as likely considering I milled 2 climaxes off the top. Or I'm gonna just hit it with the on reverse of my level 3, at which point the power is kind of moot, so it's a little bit weird that you went for the power pump here.
Oh, I just bounce for hand, honestly. Because I don't want to bounce both. Uh,
Oh.
in case you kill it for power condition. But yeah, bounce one for hand. There's actually no downside because I don't get to full hand anyways.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, at this point, I'm just like, okay, either A, I get to 3 and I try and kill you now, or I somehow triple cancel, at which point I have to get to 3 myself. Which, both options are a little bit suspect. So,
Yeah, debating on siding here. Still weighing the options. I
getting
don't think it
us
matters if we just take the front here.
getting us to cancel there, and then I think I get this. Yeah, I eat this, and then I cancel the other attack.
Yeah, so I clean triggered, which means there's like still 5 climax in deck, which was I kind of wanted to trigger, but not really.
I think you're like what 5 and 9 or something like that.
Yeah, after the search here.
Yeah, and this is the part that like I was just like, yo, hold up.
Yeah,
Um,
stock summon I was dead.
yeah,
Because you can
unfortunate.
stock summon, play double combo, and I'm dead.
I
Like
mean,
actually.
yeah, I could do a lot of stuff, and
Yeah,
it would have
because token
been
combo is super good.
it. So is top check, see if it's something worth having. Yeah, no, I'm not down to have extra books in my hand after having like extra books for 300 years. But
Yep.
yeah, so here, just clock, try and see if I can get better options. This is where you can see me be like, where you at? You're out like 3, and then there's like 5, 9 cards in your deck. I'm just like, yo, this guy is 5 and 9. How in the fuck am I supposed to deal
Yeah,
with
5 and 9.
this?
This is like super good. Worst case scenarios, you swing 3, I cancel, you burn 3, I cancel, you rip a climax off the top check, and
Yeah.
then yeah.
Which is why I decided to go for the icy tail because I'm just like, yo, there's no way I don't like rip a
There's
few
no way you hit the
climb.
4 clean cards, right? There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, so I choose
But
to bounce the origami because Toka is going to be big enough to beat over the other Toka because I have the back row to help me out.
mhm.
I'm left with 1 stock at the end of all this, which allows me to go for the icy tail on the
Yep.
first swing, which is pretty key because the fact that that icy tail only requires 1 stock, and then for you to clock a character from waiting room means that you're always going to get it off as long as you have 1 stock at the start of the shot. So
Yeah, note that you also need 4 more for that effect.
yeah, so, which is why I don't bounce.
Yeah, your whole board needs 4 or more, so
Yeah, this is pretty vicious stuff. I'm just like, come on,
yeah,
man.
everything requires 4 or more.
Yeah, so this is where I
Um,
icy tail him. I'm just
nice.
like, come on, man. I'm supposed to hit at least like 2 or 3 on this one, and then
Yeah, then you hit 1,
one.
and I'm like, oh my,
Eh, you
there's
know.
no way. And then I take the 1, and then there's like, there's no way.
Yeah, that was like the real kicker at that point.
um, and the next 3 cards get ripped out of my deck.
Yeah, so then,
Mhm.
just go like this,
Last 3
swing,
cards are
cancel,
climaxes.
or pitch a card to rip that one, and then I look
Dodge
at
check to
it.
rip the last.
I'm just like, all right, get all this out of here. Come on, man.
Yep.
I got a little bit finesse, which was a bit sad, but you know, nothing too crazy. Do a little bit of trolling, and you do refresh the climax hilariously enough. And
Yep.
then, because I knew that there was a book at the end there, this is pretty nice because then I get 2 cards back in my hand. I have 2 stock, so I always have 1 playable at the very least
Mhm.
among my top end. So, pretty sick stuff. You do take a 3.
Take the damage. I'm still compressed. There's like 7, like 20.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. And then,
It's pretty compressed
yeah,
here.
you
Or
cancel.
yeah, take and then
I'm just like, yeah, you can have that.
have that. Just get a brainstorm. That's all good.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm still like a lot of climaxes in deck here. At this point, I gotta hit the brainstorm, right?
Uh,
So I'm just trying to brainstorm, see what I can get. The deck doesn't really have a lot of finishing power if you don't have climax. Uh, so
climax
you have
combo,
like burn
yeah.
ones, and yeah, there's actually just burn ones, and then icy tail. Icy tail. I'm not really trying to clock myself. If I'm trying to play for another turn, so
Yeah,
not really much here. And then when I search my deck, get a key card.
as soon as you figure out what you're doing on this turn, which I think
Yeah,
you're,
I was deciding whether I wanted to clock here just to grab a door, but I think the risk was just too high that I just don't
and then you end up hitting 1,
hit the 1.
and then you look
And
and you find the Miku.
yep,
Any day now. Oh, past Kaichou. Come on. Any day
nothing
now.
really much. I was looking at my deck, I was like, I'm pretty compressed. I have bodyguard. I should be okay. You have to refill your board. You want to kill my Miku.
Yep.
It's not the worst thing. You can encore. You only have 3 stock. I only have 2 stock, so seems like a pretty good plan over here.
Yep. So then you just grab Miku, and then you just jam it down and run it.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Since you gave me a brainstorm, I still have one in my hand. In case it all goes wrong.
and then, you know, this Miku is pretty good in these like late game situations because sometimes you just need one character to go crazy, so you just blow
Yeah,
up my
we're in
whole
battle
board,
phase. Everything just blows except for herself. She has cancel burn, bodyguard, and 2 gain opponent's turn.
and
And I
then
triggered the
trigger
door
gate.
just to give me a card, which is all that matters. Um, and then the best card here is to grab a counter. Just you want to protect it. Because she's only 11.
Yep.
So the best counter here is the Leaf account.
Get yourself a little bit extra filter.
Even though it's fake, it's fine. And then it's either you take this 3, you take this 3 that has cancel burn.
Yeah, I'm
Which
taking
means,
something.
yeah, which means you're taking this 3.
Yeah, me being like, wait a minute, I'm getting scammed. But then,
Yeah.
funny enough, this is where I draw Miku.
Yep,
so,
good thing you have
so
2 stock.
yeah. So the meme is that I also get the luxury of using these Kudamis to help me run through my deck. Maybe get me into a nice, good state. Even throw down a climax to help me push a little extra damage. So
Yeah, this is some
then,
Yu-Gi-Oh angle right here, dude.
yeah. So then now you're either taking this 4 or you're taking this 3. Um,
Yeah. You trigger, I would have died there. We don't talk about
yeah, that's a little
it.
unfortunate. Well, because
But
the two cards I milled were non-soul triggers anyway, so I was
yeah,
just like,
just no triggers here.
yeah,
And at this point, you're out like 7 or
yep.
6,
No, I'm out. I'm out
something.
all 7, and then you saw me trigger the book. So,
Yeah, so you're just dead, but then she has bodyguard, but the outer bodyguard is just be bigger and then
at
stop
which point you
counters.
just slap down the Toka, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
bruh.
I'm just bigger, no counters, no need to think. We just swing.
You see, the meme is that Kaichou played interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and then I chained with my own, but then he had Mecha Dogran, which basically like destroyed the ever living heck out of me.
It just dead. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting one. A lot of good tech cards being shown here.
Yeah, this is definitely the the match where if you want to see a couple of the like dark technology pieces, you know, take a few out of this one, swap them in your deck, see what they how it goes. Pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, out of all these 4 games, we did not see the Kurumi double out Ricky, which was kind of
Yeah.
interesting. This
Um,
was part of the set.
it's kind of awkward because just the way that the games played out. So a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, the games are a little fast paced for both players.
But Kaichou, you got a 3-1 win, and on this show match, pretty solid stuff. Uh, I mean, considering that kind of the idea that we had going into this show match was definitely a bit of a you're kind of playing a bit more old school because you didn't commit as much into Data Life 2, kind of picking up a couple of
Yeah, just
interesting tap
comments, low rarity stuff.
options.
Yeah,
Whereas I was trying to go for more of a let's just show off a bunch of new stuff and see what happens. So, ultimately, like, I think we did get to do a little bit of both. Like, you definitely showed a lot of the old reliable, still has a lot of good stuff to them getting supported, and then hopefully you guys got to see a couple of new interesting like strategies that you can whip up with this new set. I wouldn't say it's you can definitely play it standalone, but like you definitely get a lot of mileage by playing like all 3 sets together. You get a lot of really cool, interesting stuff.
yeah,
Um,
for sure.
yep. But any closing thoughts on Data Live though, Kaicha?
Yeah, I think that was a nice set. Maybe we'll see a contender for the upcoming WGP. Pretty solid.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this show match. Stick around. We'll have more our voice content. Let us know in the comments if you like the stuff, what you guys want to see. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.